Onarius? What have you done?
Tytos, my dear, loyal little Tytos, what have I told you about breaking the rules? Why, you've broken the biggest rule in the New Realm. What was it again? Yes, disobey the Queen. I thought you made a solemn vow to the Red Rain to never speak in my presence. Or did that little oath slip through your mind?
As I recall, my oath was never to open my jaws in your presence. I guess over the years, the lines between the two statements blurred. Never speak is a lot more palatable than never show your fangs in case you spit venom.
Don't get smart with me, my pet. Your punishment could have been a lot worse. It is only out of the kindness of my heart that I have not killed you. You can live without your fangs, but not without your head.
Out of the kindness of your heart. Respectfully, Your Highness, I believe there's a little more to do with it than that. Need I remind you that without me, there would be no new realm. Without me, you would have died long ago in the uprising.
Get off me, you filthy wyvern!
I can heal you, just trust me!
You're right, Tytos. Every day I wake up and see this horrid scar, and I am reminded of it. I repaid your kindness with hospitality, a place in my new empire, fresh food every day. And I spared your nephew. Little Kai has a home here as my ward. He could have ended up as a smashed assortment of eggshell and entrails. But I was kind. I owed you. And today, you disrespected that kindness. Something amuses you?
It's just funny.
What is?
This is the first conversation we've had in 15 years.
I hope you enjoy your stay down here. It'll be dark and lonely, but you'll have plenty of time to reflect on what you've done. It will all have been for naught, you know. Grin and Asha will be returning soon, probably dragging back my traitorous little assassin by his tail, lamenting the demise of his two precious daughters.
His daughters were innocent. It wasn't right to kill them as a means of punishing Onarius.
My dear little Tytos, it is foolish of me to presume that you would have knowledge of every aspect of my history. A long time ago, Onarius wronged me. Trust me when I tell you that killing his children was the only way for him to truly pay for his crimes.
You're wrong, Raenis! There were a million other ways you could have resolved the situation. You're nothing but a murderer. Once a warlord, always a warlord.
You are bold, Tytos. I preferred it when you kept your muzzle shut. Your next meal will be 5 days from now, so I recommend you save your energy. Any special requests?
If you wouldn't mind, I'd really love a unicorn.
Goodbye, Tytos.
Okay, so hear me out. The sky is red. It's always been red.
Yep.
And rain falls from the sky. Rarely, I must admit, but when it does, everyone loses their minds. And plants grow, which feed all the herbivores, and then we eat the herbivores.
What is the point of all this, Aisha?
So, Raenis is red, like the sky. She's famous for being the only bright red dragon in history, apart from her daughter, of course. Who wouldn't want to be colourfully associated with something that's so globally celebrated?
By the gods, Aisha, what is your point? What, Raenis made up a faith to gain more followers? She's the most celebrated war hero in all of history. She already has all the support of every Rakyle on the continent.
Ah, but this way, she gains the support of the wyverns and the worms. Even Titus worships the red rain.
Titus worships the red rain like an entity, not a metaphor for prosperity. And besides, where does fire come into all of this?
Water extinguishes fire? I don't know, there's bound to be a good reason to invent fire demons. Take Onarius, for example. He was ranting about fire and then whoosh! A massive fire appears! It just all seems too coincidental. I might have to do some investigating.
On the topic of fire, we're going to have to tell Raenis about the fire in the north. We should probably organize some dragons to investigate how far the fire goes, and try to find any survivors from whatever other settlements there are in the area. Onarius' family mightn't be the only ones who were destroyed in the fire.
We're going to have to tell the Queen about Ozzy, aren't we?
Yes, I suppose we must.
I imagine, if we're completely outright and honest, she won't viciously maul our faces. All I want to do is sleep.
Raenis and Onarius have returned.
Usually it's Titus standing guard here. Where is he?
He is being held in the vaults on account of high treason against Her Majesty Queen Raenis.
By the red rain. He's just being held?
He also had his face ravaged and his fangs removed.
Well, fuck. I have a fantastic idea, Gren. I'll take this delicious piece of unicorn meat and deliver it to the pantries. And while you deliver the news to the Queen, I'll just take this and bye!
She's just really hungry. We've been up all night flying all around the continent and... I better not keep the Queen waiting.
Come on, guys, let me out! What did I even do?
You went into Mother's meeting, Hollow, when she specifically told you not to.
That is true. You knew your mother would be in an important meeting, yet you still chose to deliberately disobey her.
But how come Kai isn't here? He came with me!
May I remind you, Kai is our ward and your sworn protector, Fenris. He must always be by your side, and we can hardly punish the poor boy for doing his job.
Of course, sir. That is exactly what I was doing. Protecting my friends. And as your sworn protector, I will ensure my prince does not starve. Strawberry?
Now what mess have I stumbled into this time?
We're punishing Fenris for being rude.
Now, Loris. You can't punish someone for existing.
Hey!
So, how did the meeting go, my love?
Oh, it was, eventful, I suppose. I was sorting out some business with one of the assassins.
She's going to kill some kids!
Oh, well, that is a right shame.
I suppose this business will be dealt with quietly. Olyris and I have been working hard organizing all of our books and maps ready for the move, and we wouldn't appreciate any unwanted disturbances.
I can assure you, my love, that this matter will be executed without fault.
Oh, I'm such a bad pun.
Oh, you did not just say that.
Oh, yes, I did just say that.
Ew. Oh my god. Why would you do this in front of us?
Aloris, my dear, this is called emotion. You should try it sometime.
Despite what you may believe, Mother, I do have emotions. The emotions I'm feeling right now is disgust, with a pinch of impatience because I want to finish organizing these scrolls.
Olyris, darling, you've been organizing these scrolls all day. It's getting late. How about you let Fenris go free, and the three of you can go rest for the night? Or you can go play. I'm sure Fenris will want to stretch his legs.
Ugh. I'd rather stay in here and eat strawberries than sleep in that cramped nursery.
Fenris, it hasn't been a nursery since Aloris was a baby.
Olyris is still a baby. My little baby sister.
I will destroy you and everything you love.
Children, please. I've had a long day and would very much appreciate a quiet evening with my husband. Is that too much to ask?
Your Highness.
Apparently so. Ah, Grin. I trust our business in the north was taken care of. Will Onarius be more cooperative with us now? Oh, who am I kidding? He'll curse my existence until the day he dies. I hope the death of his daughters wasn't too traumatizing for him. I would hate for his skills to wane because of it. Come on, Grin. The children won't mind the grisly details. In fact, I'm sure they'll be fascinated by them. Oh, did it not all go according to plan? Did Onarius fight back? Is this why Asha isn't with you? Did she get killed by the grieving father?
No. Aisha is fine.
And the dragon speaks.
Grin, what happened?
It's hard to explain. Do you have a map of the Shadowlands and some ink?
Yeah. There's a map right here, and there's some ink on that shelf.
What is this all about, Grin?
Okay. Onarius and Torio split up around here, just at the edge of the Red Mountains. We left Torio alone and followed Onarius back to his home nest. He was very far ahead, but we could still just about see him on the horizon. We crossed the last of the Red Mountains and could see his home nest just ahead. But then...
Whoa! What happened, Grin?
By the Red Rain, I wish I was kidding. There was fire.
A fire?
Did the purple guy set himself on fire? That seems a bit dramatic.
What do you mean, a fire, Grin? Tell me, did Onarius kill himself?
I don't know. But what I do know is that by the time Aisha and I reached his home nest, a gigantic wall of flame sprung up from the earth and blocked the way further north.
Come anywhere near my children and you will burn.
What were you saying, dear?
Something Onarius said before he left. This day is just going swimmingly! How big is this fire? How far does it reach?
It's so high a dragon couldn't fly over it, and it seemed to stretch far into the horizons. I've no idea how far it might go.
Okay, we should organize some scouts and cartographers to map the fire, see how far it goes. We should also get some alchemists to go with them in case Onarius harmed other families as well as his own.
Actually, Your Highness, there's something else you need to know.
Hold on just a second. Scouts and alchemists. Okay, all caught up. You may continue.
Fenris, are you seriously writing all of this down?
Hey, if what Grin says is true, then this is history in the making.
Wow, Fenris. And here I thought you were aloof to world events.
Just because I like playing tag doesn't mean I'm ignorant. Don't talk to me like I'm a kid. I'm a year older than you.
Children, please desist. Stop. Please continue.
Your Highness, Onarius and Pharaoh were never found. They most likely burned to death when the fire appeared, but Osyrion survived.
She what?
Aisha and I found her almost right at the edge of the blaze. She was unconscious but alive, and... Your Highness, I will not lie to you. We brought Osyrion to Torio and his wife in the Meadow Lands to recover. With all due respect, you did tell us to kill her and her sister. I don't think it would have helped with the shock of losing her family if we brought her to the one who intended to destroy it. Forgive me, Your Highness.
Thank you for telling the truth, Grin. But never forget your place.
What will you do now, Mother?
Are you going to kill her?
Qatar, darling, organize scouts to investigate the fire in the Shadowlands. You three, how would you fancy a trip to the Meadowlands?
Oh, hell yes! Anything to get out of these caves!
Come now, children. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Wait, Your Highness! What are you going to do?
You stepped out of line one too many times today, Grin. Do not think your actions will not go unpunished. Take him to the dungeons.
Wait, what?
Don't struggle, son. It'll be easier for the both of us.
And find Asha as well. She was just as much a part of this as he was. They make a good team, and I'd hate to split them up. Children, with me!
Mother, I must protest. Nothing interesting has happened in years. And now there's this massive fire in the north that came out of nowhere. You have to let me study it. Let me go with the scouts. I can help. I'm twice as smart as any of them. Father, tell her.
Silence, Aloris. I do not tolerate insubordination from anyone, especially not from my own daughter. You will do as you are told. Now get on.
Your Highness? What's happening?
Ah, hello, Asha.
I'm sorry.
Guard, seize her.
What the fuck? No!
Time in the dungeons will give you time to clean that dirty mouth of yours.
Grin, what the fuck did you tell them?
The truth!
So we get punished for lying and punished for telling the truth. What the hell is wrong with your wife?
What are we gonna do in the Meadowlands, Mom? We're not gonna kill Osyrion, are we?
You'll see, my dear.
Your Highness, shall I gather some guards for an escort?
No need. I will not be attacked.